Hi, it's Amy from Amy's Mix of Creativity. Sorry about my voice. I've had a cold since I got back from vacation, but I'm so excited to share with you an unboxing of a new Maremi Collage book that is just fantastic. So I can't wait to show it. Here, I got it from Amazon, obviously. I already opened the end to make sure it is the book that I ordered. And here it is. Magical Forest Stories. Yay! It's like a kind of like a mystical, magical, fairy, all that fun stuff mixed up with some forest and woodland designs. So if you're into that thing, I think you'll love this book. I think it's all of Maremi, which is Marta Lepkowska. She's a great person, and I think she does some great things with her digital art that's just so exciting. It's fun, and it's great for journaling, paper crafting, all card making, everything you want to do with this, you can. Okay, it is a book that you do have to cut in collage. So if you're not into cutting, or if you don't have a scan and cut, like a Brother scan and cut machine to use, this may not be the best book for you, but you can still get wonderful pictures from this just by, cutting it into pieces, making it the images smaller, or bigger by photocopying them. You are allowed to do that. Just use your imagination. There's all kinds of ways you can use this book. Okay, so let me get started. First of all, I have other books on my, oh, look how pretty. Wow. On my channel. So go back and look at some of the other ones. So the spring stories and the summer stories. She also has books about botanicals and flowers and butterflies. And there's a book called Moss Stories, which is, kind of like this theme with all the moss and everything, which is really cool, and I hope to get it and be able to share it with you. Here are all kinds of her books. She has many, and if you want, you can scan this code here down at the bottom to see more. Let me just zoom out a little more so you see both pages. So, wow, look how beautiful these are. I hope the colors come across well on the video. It's just, they're so vibrant and colorful on the page, and I just love it. It's just so adorable with the little, fairies and the little mushrooms and everything. It just, I don't know, it just makes me happy to see these. Oh, and here's some more. She's got so many. She has to do it on 2 pages now. But yeah, check out her. Her company's called Maremi Small Art. It's a great little company, and she does a lot of YouTube videos and tutorials, which I'm sure you can find online if you put in Maremi Small Art. And I think she's just wonderful. She's just sweet, very sweet, and nice person, and obviously very genuine. So here's some beautiful flowers here with some moss like limbs, I guess tree limbs here. Yeah. Dead wood. And some fence. Okay. Here's the beautiful scenery, the moon. It's just, it's supposed to be magical this time of year. That's wonderful. And let me see, is each page different, or is this, it's the same backing on each page? So you have the opportunity to use this page too. You don't have to just use, the cutouts. You can use the back pages too, but usually at the end she'll give you an extra page that is easier to cut out if you want to use all these wonderful images. Now that's a lot of mushrooms. I'm not a huge mushroom fan. But if you are, that's great. And if that's a lot to cut out. If you do fussy cut it, you don't have to go into every intricate detail. You could just, cut around it. Have a border. Don't go crazy with cutting, because this is more about the creating and the fun. You use a paper trimmer. Someone's talked about in one of the groups I'm in, said about heating up the edges, I guess the binding, so that the paper can cut easier or be pulled out, I guess, easier. I don't know. Helps unglue it a little. That's a tip I got off online. Oh my gosh, look at these. These are just beautiful, beautiful images. I love the lighting, the coloring and the lighting. Oh, it's pretty. And she always provides words, which are great for junk journaling especially. But also if you're a person who does crafting with card making and things like that, you can use those words for your cards. Little aspects that can be cut apart. You can just cut them in squares. You can use die cuts. Make them your own. Look at that coloring. The pinks just get to me. I love the hazy look of the woods. I love that feeling. But to add in the pink just makes it really magical. And then this is like fall. Excuse me. Sorry, I have a cold that's turned into, I guess, a sinus infection, maybe. And it's in my throat now. Yeah. Here's some really pretty trees. Yeah, so I've been away for a little bit. We went on our vacation at the beach. Oh, look at these little people. Cute. My family has a place in Maine that's on a beach, and it's beautiful up there. So we were there for a while, and then my son went off to college. We've all got colds when we got back from our vacation, so that was hard, but he's at school now. I'm a little less, have a little more time on my hands. Although if anyone knows about having, your child doesn't, just because they move away doesn't mean there isn't, things going on. There's all kinds of stuff going on. So, yeah, that's cool. I'm not going to flip the page, but you can see this is like beautiful flowers. More mushrooms with the magical fairy lights. Very cute. So one thing, while I was on vacation, I hit 100 subscribers, which I never thought this would at all. I would have that many ever. So that's really cool. I've been doing this for like 2 years almost now, so I'm excited. I have more than that now. It keeps going up. So hopefully, people will see my videos and enjoy getting to look at these really cool flip throughs. I am going to try to do more tutorials in the fall. I'm going to be teaching a class on doing backgrounds and stamping and die cutting and all that. So I'll hopefully incorporate some of my, excuse me again, I'm sorry about my voice. I'm hoping to incorporate some of those class techniques into the videos so that people can, see some of the stuff that I enjoy doing also. In addition to, these scrapbooking and journaling and all these other type of ways to paper craft. I started out doing like backgrounds, making my own, and then wanting to figure out how to use them in various ways. See, that's a beautiful background right there. Some really cute fairies, cute little children. Now, if you don't really like the fairies, you could always, take off the wings. You could cut around their bodies. It's not that hard. I know fussy cutting is a pain, but it is possible. It might be a little bit more difficult to fussy cut things like this because of the way it is. So I would just say cut around it, or cut it so that it's got a border around the whole entire thing. Again, look how beautiful. And she just comes out with the most, I think, prettiest designs. All right, I'm not into moths, but I've said that before. I know they're cool, but they're not, something I enjoy. Here are some various like fall type of designs. Oh, just, you know, look how pretty, right? And these books are large, so they are a little, they might be a little more expensive. I'm trying to buy some, but I can't buy all of them at once. It's too much, but I am buying them as I can, and I will share them. These are interesting. The mushrooms on their heads. And I know, you know, this isn't always for everybody, this type of, like, you know, look, but there are other videos on my channel too that might be of, you know, more your style. So please check out my videos, subscribe to my channel, help me keep this going where I can share what I have, and what I love to you know, share with my viewers, just so they can get an idea. I know when I used to start with paper crafting, I always would look on YouTube or on, you know, Facebook or whatever to try to find like the things that I was looking for, and I would always want to like look at something before I purchased it. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this now, is because I really feel that helps people make decisions. And, you know, if you're, you know, enjoying this type of thing, right, you may become inspired and be like, oh, I can, you know, I'd like that because I love that type of like vision, or this, you know, this house. Wow, that's really cool. It's a little kitchen. Yeah, so if you see it, it might help you. Oh, there's all kinds of wings. Sorry, trying to not let this go too long, but it will help you, inspire you. There's all kinds of words. Okay, and Marta gave you some beautiful flowers at the end for a bonus, and another bonus page where these are special pictures. They're not in other books, from what I understand. So she created them just for this book, but they kind of represent, like, this is more like moss stories, and, you know, more of the butterflies and the botanicals and the woodland creature type of thing, with the mushroom. So yeah, and here's the, you know, the background. So you have one that you can use on this one too, and it's very vibrant on this one. So that's great. So, excuse me, another thing I was thinking about when I, because I was on the website, on her Facebook page for Maremi Small Art, and it's called Cut and Collage. If you look that up on Facebook, you'll find it. It's a wonderful, wonderful group of people that love her type of art and everything. And people were talking about how to store some of this, you know, when you cut things out, where to store it. Now, you know, you can leave it in your book. You can put it in like packaging on the book. I actually prefer to store my ephemera and my die cuts in these photo pages. If they're too big, obviously this is not the best thing, but my little die cuts I will store in here, and then I put it in, you know, the bigger storage container, which obviously it's hard for me to show you here, but you get the point. So that one has not been used yet, but I have several that are full. So I'd suggest, you know, having something like this, or using a storage bin that's like puzzle piece storage trays. Those work well too, because they're much bigger and you can put a lot more in them. I don't have mine right now, but I wanted to just add that to this video so that people have some ideas on how to store their special designs and their ephemera from these type of journals. I am going to add more to my videos, you know, to my channel. So many more videos to come, so please stick with me. Hopefully my cold will be gone soon, and I will sound much better in future videos. Thanks, and have a good day. Bye.